1-3, the police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Roxbury.
gather in this space for magic. We come to the movie canon to laugh, to cry, to care. We crave that indescribable feeling that streams over us as the intros start to roll in. And we go somewhere we've never been before, not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together, dazzling images perfectly rendered on all of our screens. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good on a live stream like this. Our vibrant panelists and viewers represent the very best of us. United by our passion for cinema and art, our content is a testament to the power of community, crafted with precision and heart. Because here, they are. The movie canon. We make streaming better.
Hi, you're watching the movie canon? Watch Geo.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is Figures Talk, episode number 31. And there's not that many announcements, or I don't think there was any releases this week, but we're still going to do a show. We're still going to have some fun. There's a lot of games that we're still going to talk or play today and do. We have the Fantasy Figure Zone. We have the Keep, Gift, or Destroy. So there's a bunch of stuff that we could do here. Of course, we'll still talk about those releases or announcements that we did get this week. And then, of course, we have my Canon Council, as I like to call them. Great panelists, very insightful. They know their shit. So that's why I have them here. And they're a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and bring in my first Canon Council member. You guys know him as Mr. 1 Adam 12.
Since I was 3 or 4 years old, I've loved Star Wars. So we'll keep Luke. We're getting into double jeopardy where things really get tense. Iron Man, knowing that the original Avengers are destroyed and the MCU goes down the drain. And also knowing that we destroy Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, man. All right,
Adam. Mr. Adam,
how we doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, I just cleaned my glasses. I'm gonna put them back. I'll probably put them back on at some point here. So,
oh, I thought you got like some contact lenses. I don't recognize.
Yeah,
Mr.
you know,
Adam
I only started wearing glasses probably like 7 or 8 years ago. It just you're looking at the phones and the devices for so long.
Oh,
and for work and all that. And you know, and you get to a point too where I need the glasses to drive at night. So, but Yeah, you kind of get used to wearing them.
Yeah.
So it's November. It's that mid-November feel. I don't know what it's like in California, but
It's definitely
you
cooler.
definitely feel like the late fall. And we're getting to one of my favorite holidays 2 weeks from now, Thanksgiving. So we're making plans for our Thanksgiving and what we're going to be doing. So I like this time of year, and then you get to the holidays.
Yeah,
and
me
those
too, yeah.
can be enjoyable.
I like it. I like it from October 1st up until the end of the year. That's like my whole last quarter of the year that I love. I love Halloween. Love the whole Thanksgiving November vibe. I love Christmas as well. So it's cooler here. I like cooler weather, even though I live in SoCal. So it is cooler now. Definitely not as much as in the East Coast, right? But it's cooler. So I like that. But yeah, Mr. Adam, thanks so much for joining us here again.
Looking forward to it.
Always appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring my next Canon Council member. He has been on multiple streams as of late. He's on high demand. So let's go ahead and bring him in here. Mr. X-Man Supreme Dave. And the last one is the brown.
Oh my god.
Stu.
Damn.
So
oh my god.
It's pretty easy, is it not, X-Men? Come on, bro.
Oh shit. All right.
So
Well,
if you
it was fun, you
destroyed
guys.
it-
I'll see y'all later.
They dip.
Fuck off.
X-Man Supreme, Mr. Dave, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you, Adam. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Man, I tell you what, it's always good to be on here, man. Good to see you guys. Thank you as always for having me, Gio.
Oh yeah, definitely. How many streams have you been on this week?
Oh my gosh.
Right,
What is
like,
this, 4 now?
I think so. Yeah, this is the
I
second
think
one
this
today.
is 4. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were in with Leos, then Feezy, and
Yeah.
I think there might have been another one, or maybe that's it. But thank you for joining us here,
Yeah.
Dave. Still giving us some time over here with your high demand over there. So thank you so much.
Always time. Always enough of me to go around.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. So let's see. Let's bring our next Canon Council member. He has, of course, he's been here several times. It's been like a little while, like a little over a month. But let's go ahead and bring him in here. Mr. Aaron Collects. Okay, so your next one is a Goku. Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Of
Don't
course,
do it.
Godzilla.
Damn.
So that's Godzilla.
I'm about to leave the stream.
Aaron, how you doing?
What's going on, guys? I'm doing good. Adam, X-Men, Gio, what's going on, guys? Good
Nice
to be
to have you
back.
back on here. Yeah, nice to have you
Pleasure.
back on here, Aaron. Yeah, so like I said, it's been like a little over a month, so it's always nice to have you on here.
Appreciate it.
We still have your intro. Actually, a lot of you guys have intros now because a lot of you guys have been on the show enough times that I could make an intro for you guys. So, and actually, what I'm going to start doing next year, assuming that you guys are still joining us here, I'm going to start updating some of those intros. So I'll start messaging you guys. You guys can throw in some things that you want in there, and then we'll update some of them. They're time consuming, but we'll start doing that next year, 2025. And now kind of feel kind of bad because now I'm talking about intros, but now I'm gonna bring in Mr. Eddie. Eddie, thank you so much for joining us
but he has
tonight.
a figure that I want though. Oh my.
But
Eddie.
Eddie, I owe you an intro. Like I said, they're time consuming. I'm working on it. You will get an intro, but thank you so much for joining us here again. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. No intro needed. If you get to one, that's cool, but you know, I'm good. But yeah, good to see you guys, Gio and Adam and Dave. We meet again. And good to see Aaron too. It's been a minute since I've streamed with Aaron. I think an LWO a while ago was the last time. So good to see you guys.
Yes, again, thank you so much for joining us here.
Is that the in-art Superman right there?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you.
He's flexing it.
Yeah, dude, I just got it Friday maybe. I have peeked at it. It's very, very nice. The angry sculpt is insane, dude.
Oh really?
Yeah, and the suit material is so thin. Like, it's a very like thin material. It's a nice figure, man. It's a very, very nice figure. So I'm excited to open it up more. I just haven't had too much time today, but yeah, it's cool. And I don't know if I think I might have mentioned this, but Adam, I actually want to go back and pick up that the Man of Steel one after watching your review.
Oh yeah.
Daughter.
Oh,
like,
it's a good figure.
That one looks good. I like the head sculpt on that one. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Talking about the base, right? The base is pretty cool too.
Yeah, the base is really sick.
Base is
I
awesome.
think that's the best base. I like that even more than the in-art one. So
Okay.
Yeah, my only rub against it is like I just wish it was the cape was wired, but I have it posed in a way that still looks kind of cool, where he's on a flight stand, and I was able to jury rig the cape a bit, so it looks cool.
nice.
Yeah, so I had pre-ordered that Superman, but I had to cancel it because there was a lot of stuff just piling up, and it just made it to the cutting floor, and now I see you guys getting it, and I'm like,
Eddie, where did you get it through?
1/6 kit.
Yeah, 1/6 kit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine.
I
Yeah.
ordered it literally like the second that it went up. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but like
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
super quick. Oh, okay.
I think
That
I'm
was a
12
smart move.
Mine ends with 5, so I think I'm second back.
Okay.
Toys Buying Agent has it. If
Oh, they still have it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably for like 800 to 1,000 bucks.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what I was gonna say right now. I wonder how much.
it was like 500 or 600, I think. Yeah.
Ooh. Ouch.
But guys, thank you so much again for joining me here tonight on Figures Talk episode 31. And then I'm still fighting a cough, guys. I don't know what the hell's happening. I had this cough for like 2 weeks. It went away and then it came back. So I might mute myself. I might turn off the camera. So I apologize in advance. But the show goes on. So we're here. So let's go on and look at the chat. So it looks like there's quite a few of you guys. There's 19 of you guys on here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Now, I will just ask you if you could hit the like button, so it helps with the algorithm. Allows me to make more of these streams, videos, giveaways, and stuff like that. Would really appreciate it there. Let's start with Mr. Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, everyone? Hello there, Christian. I know you just got your Aragorn recently, and I think you were unboxing it. So let us know how that one went there. I still don't have an in-art yet. I think maybe next year I'll get Paul. That might be the first one. Then we have Feel the Burn dropping by. Hey, first time here. What's up? Thank you so much, Feel the Burn. Welcome to the live stream. Figure Stock. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you continue to watch us here on Sunday nights. Much appreciated. And then we have Valkyrie Magnus dropping by as well. Good evening, people. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for dropping by, Valkyrie. I talk to you in the live chats all the time. I'm glad that you're here in the live chats. Then you're saying hello to Christian Crosshair Cooper there, and then back and forth there. And then we have Classy Thomas, SpongeBob, Squareballs, Hey Geo, and the Canon Council. Mr. Classy Thomas, thank you so much for joining us here. Like always appreciate that. Hope you enjoy our stream here tonight. And then we have 12-inch Moose Stream, Mr. Moose. Hello, community of collectors. I unboxed my 89 JAZZINC Batmobile and posted early pics on Facebook. I'll definitely check those out, Mr. Moose. I haven't seen them quite yet. So congrats on that. I've been wanting a Batmobile vehicle, especially JAZZINC, but for me, it's just too much space, too much money for now, so that's why I haven't gotten one yet. But congrats there. And let's see, just talking amongst yourselves there, looks like. Then we have Moose saying hello to Valkyrie. I'm double streaming. I'm glad Evil Sneaker bowed out tonight. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, because it'll be like another stream, I guess you'll be watching back and forth, right? So thank you so much for watching us here, Mr. Moose. And Brick Artemis also dropping by saying, what's up, guys? Hello there, Mr. Brick Artemis. Thank you so much for joining us here in the live chat, as always. And Brick was on my live stream show yesterday, the Met Reports, when we did the Tarantino movie tier list. So check that one out if you haven't done so already. And then Brick has his Bugle 6 show tomorrow. 16 to start the show. Let's go hit that like button. Yes, thank you so much for that there, Brick. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Waiting for the next Brick Artemis stream. Yeah, that is tomorrow, Bugle 6. Ed R dropping by. What's up, everyone? Hello there, Ed R. Thank you so much for joining us. Greatly appreciate it as always there. Let's see. Money Mendes is on every stream. LOL. Let's see if there's anyone that I haven't missed here. Oh, TJ Mike. King Churro dropping by. What's up, gentlemen? Hello there, TJ Mike. Thank you so much for joining us here again. I know you were in the Tarantino live stream, live chat yesterday. Really appreciate it there. Let's see. Valkyrie is looking forward to the Bugle 6, which is tomorrow. Definitely. And then, excuse me, the cough there. Eddie says, I'm cutting back, Moose. Dave's the new stream of horror. So there you go. So there we go there. Question, you guys can pop the head sculpt on the rooted in-our figures, right? I don't own an in-our figure, but if any of you guys know the answer, so you guys can pop the head sculpt on the rooted in-our figure, I would think. Then Mr. 1 out of 12 saying hello, everyone, warming up the chat there. Let's see if there's some other ones I have missed there. Okay, looks like you're just talking amongst yourself. All right, so that's it here. So we're all caught up in the live chat. So we still have 19 of you guys watching. Thank you so much. Like always, I greatly appreciate that very, very much. So thank you guys for watching here live. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for that as well. All right, so let's go and begin here. So what should we start with? So let's see. So like I said, there was a lot of, actually there wasn't a lot of stuff. It was kind of interesting because you know how they tease that Resistance figures or whatever from Hot Toys, and then shortly after that, they made an announcement, and I thought it was going to be one of the Resistance figures, and then it was a Batman post, and I think that was the first time that I was kind of like disappointed that it was a Batman post, because I was expecting a Resistance, one of the figures, was going to be Blade, Elektra, whatever, which we'll talk about in a bit, but we got this instead. So we have the Batmissile, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are already tired of talking about this, but we'll just cover it very, very briefly. So let's open up the movie figure file. Again, this is from Batman Returns, release date June 19th, 1992. Warner Brothers. Rotten Tomato score, 82% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 94 reviews. 72% of the audience gave it a positive review out of 250,000 submissions. Worldwide box office, $266.8 million. If for whatever reason you were interested in this, which I'm sure some of you guys out there are interested in this, Sideshow, $610. Expected to ship between October 2025 through March 2026. So when I first saw this, I expected this to be cheaper because obviously it's not like the full Batmobile. So it's definitely not as big. So I would think it would be significantly cheaper. I thought it was going to be maybe like $450, around there. So I considered it for like a split second with that in mind, because it's not going to use up a lot of space and it will be cheaper. But I was wrong. So yes, it's still smaller than the big Batmobile, but it's $610. It's like, well, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna throw it to you guys. I don't know if any of you guys already talked about this. Well, I know X-Man and Eddie has, and maybe Aaron, but Adam, have you talked about this at all? This Batmissile, and what are your thoughts on that?
No, listen. If you're a Batman Returns stan, and you want to get everything, or just Batman super fan, you want to get everything Batman, this is for you. But if you don't have the Batmobile, I don't have any I don't have any Hot Toys vehicles. In fact, as an aside, I've been looking at getting the Back to the Future DeLorean. Just because space-wise, I love Back to the Future. Space-wise, that can fit with the more limited space I have available. And the Batmobiles, any of them, are just too big for what I have. But this is, I think Field to Burn, he's right in chat there. He says that price is offensive. Yeah, it is. For $610 for this? What's the Batman 89 cost? About $800?
The Hot Toys Batmobile. I think it's like $715, somewhere around there. It's not that much. The Tumbler, is $635 if you want the Tumbler, and that one's on sale.
I've been looking at Tumbler, but just too big for what I have. I would love to get the Tumbler. The Tumbler is that goes on and off the sale on Sideshow. You can also get that for like $15 shipping.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, this is like, I think this is the right price point for this would be, like you said, the $300 to $400, the $250 to $400 range. But for $610, no, I don't think so. But again, if you're a super fan of Batman Returns, I mean, I definitely see the appeal. I don't see anyone who if you don't have a Batmobile, why would you get this? Like, this would be something that if you already have the 89 Batmobile, you're gonna be like, yeah, I need to get this too. I don't, and maybe you have the JAZZINC Batwing, you're gonna get this too. So I see there's a market for this, but I don't see this as something. This is very niche, and for $610, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's still quite a bit there. Aaron, I know you're not a big fan of this Keaton Batman situation, but if you have any quick thoughts on this, and then I'll move on to someone else.
Yeah, I talked about it on Leo's show. I don't really mess with the Keaton verse like that, but like Adam was saying, if you're a Keaton verse fan, this is for you. But I'm not getting no 1/6 bat schlong. I'm good.
Right.
But those are my quick thoughts on it.
Yeah. Field the Burn says that price is offensive. $610. Yep. Plus shipping, plus taxes. So yeah. X-Men, I know you've talked about this at least twice, maybe 3 times already, but just your quick thoughts on this.
To say it's smaller is inaccurate. It's thinner, right?
Oh, okay.
Not much girth, but it's longer. Okay, so let's give it the respect.
And uncut, exactly.
It is the bigger, blacker bat plug.
Right.
But this nah, man. There's so much else they could have done. They could have done like the bat skiff, the little ski boat from inside the tunnels. They could have done the duck. That would have been cool. They could have done like the tiny little Batmobile that Penguin was riding in, the little quarter machine one in his trailer. They could have done that. They could have finally done the Bat computer. They did this.
Oh yeah.
This is what they did. They said, you know what these guys want? Nah, man. I love Keaton Batman so much, and Batman Returns is my favorite Batman movie. I don't want his. And what's sad too is like, because I keep hearing, and I haven't cared enough to really actually look, but I keep hearing that it's longer than the Hot Toys 89.
I think I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So as
and
far as length, yeah.
yeah, so it doesn't even really like match up with that as far as size goes.
Yeah.
And if you have the JAZZINC, well, this is, you know, there are parts of this that are on there that are way different. You know, like, so it's like you can't really match it up with anything. And then you've got this still. I guess it's probably fine. Like, I'm sure someone who's got all the Keaton stuff or all the Batman stuff is getting it. And
Yeah.
I think it's a neat idea. Never ever would have thought someone would have done this. So I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna, like, I wonder if this is gonna get canceled because not enough people bought it, or it's just such a low, you know, number that they put out that it doesn't matter. I don't know, but bargain bin for sure if they make it. I think I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for people who, you know, want this, you know, because it's something that you would want, and you know, a lot of us want things. We want a lot of characters that are never made or never manufactured. So I'm excited for those people. But
want long black things.
So far, I haven't seen much, or I haven't seen many people saying that they're getting this. I've seen maybe one or two, but definitely not like a high excitement on this one here. But
yeah, what was it? Underground or was it Kit? Somebody said they only had like one order for this.
Oh yeah, I think it was Underground. I believe it was Underground.
Yeah,
who had
that's
like
crazy.
They've ordered one so far, which is kind of crazy there. But and then just very quickly, Eddie, because I know you've talked about this, but just your quick thoughts on this here.
I think it's cool. I'm surprised that they're doing it. But I think it's cool. I'm actually kind of surprised that people don't want it. I know it's expensive. It is expensive. It should be probably half the price, or at least like 400.
Yeah.
But then again, so how much was the Bat Pod when it was released? So how much is that? I think it should be.
I think it's like $290.
Okay, then I think it should be like 400. I think 400 would be a fair price for this one, because it's bigger than the Bat Pod, right? And it's got more light ups than the Bat Pod. And
yeah.
So I think it's cool. I don't blame people for thinking it's too expensive, and it's not something I could get. I like 1/6 vehicles. The only one I've ever had is the Bat Pod, because like Adam said, that was the only one that I could ever fit in my collection. For vehicles, I do McFarlane stuff for Batman. And I'm happy with those. I like those. But I still think it's a cool release. Like I said, I'm surprised because like you, Gio, I haven't heard very many people say that they care about this or want it, and it's surprising to me. So, yeah.
Because the Bat Pod right now you can get on Sideshow for like $217, and I'm kind of like tempted because I don't have any vehicles, and that one might work with what I have. The Nolan Batman, and then Joker that's coming, and so that one's kind of tempting. But for this, nah.
Yeah.
You're gonna say something.
What, though?
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I tell you what, I would love to have been a fly in the wall in the Hot Toys staff meeting when this thing got pitched, and like who pitched it? Like, I mean, obviously they didn't create this. This was created by Tim Burton and the people.
Batman's pitching it. Look at him right now.
But like, you know, when this was pitched as a product in at that Hot Toys staff meeting, you know, how many did anyone make dick jokes? You know, was that on anyone's mind, or do you think this actually came out of like Howard Chan's mind? And he's like, "Hey guys, we gotta make the Batmissile," and like the rest of the guys are like sitting there fucking chuckling to themselves, like in, you know, dick jokes the whole time. So I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall.
I never heard so many dick
that
jokes
meeting afterwards. If it came
I
out
love
of,
that's how Howard Chan sounds like in your
if
mind.
it
Like,
came out of
hey guys.
Howard Chan's mind, and then he left the room, and then someone's like, "Hey, who wants to tell him?" Nah, no, not me, boss.
All right, it's up for pre-order then. There you go. We have Aunt Jemima saying, say no love for Gambit in the polls. Yeah, I saw that right now actually. I'll still keep it open for a little bit there. Let's see, and then Dave saying no, bat plug. Then we have I think this will end up in the graveyard because of the negative response. Yeah, I see that too. And let's see, you think they'll cancel this because of low pre-orders? I mean, yeah, they've canceled what 2 figures this year. Since I've been collecting, I've only seen 2 figures that Hot Toys just completely canceled, and it's that one Iron Man from that What If show, and the Barry, the Flash figure with the bat suit, with the Batman suit. They canceled that, so I mean they could cancel this. So I guess we'll find out if that actually happens there. It is not easy to put figures on the bat pod, says Valkyrie. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried that. I mean, I've seen some of you guys like post your figure on top of the bat pod, but wasn't sure how easy that would be. Let's see. Any other thoughts on this before we move on to? I'm gonna do the figure price right next, just to have a little break before we move on with the figures. But any other thoughts on this?
There will be some fun photography with this.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, so guys, if you guys have something to write with, either a pen and paper or with your phone, I'm gonna do the figure price right. So it's like that. The price is right, but with figures. Aaron, you've never played this before. I just started this like a couple weeks ago. So you're basically I'm going to show you a figure, and you guess the price. Sideshow price. You can't go over the price, and you have to be within a $25 range of the actual price. Kind of like the Price is Right, if you ever seen that show, Aaron. So we'll do that. If you have something to write with, I'll start that. So let me begin now here. All right. Is everyone ready? Actually, let me move this big ass missile here from the screen. All right. So here we go. So the first one is Chopper. So what are you guys going to do? You're going to write down the price. Again, Sideshow doesn't include taxes. Doesn't include shipping, because that will be different anyway. So just write down the price of this. When everyone is ready, I'll ask you guys to reveal your price, and then I'll full screen the price that you guys put. So whenever you guys are ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
And all right, so we got that. Let's see. Mr. Alex Montano dropping by. Hey guys, that Batmobile is horrible. Yes, so there you go. Another one there, that Batmissile. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Alex Montano. He was on my Tarantino movie tier list yesterday, so definitely check that out and subscribe to Mr. Alex Montano as well. He has a lot of cool content in Spanish, but you can use the subtitles, the captions, and all that stuff. Let's see. It's a bat probe, says Moose. And the jokes continue. Like I said, I haven't seen so many dick jokes in a short period of time than this week. I was like, damn. All right. You guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah. Okay, reveal your price, and I'll full screen you guys one by one. All right, so here we go. So let's start with Dave. Actually, I'll start with Adam. Okay, so Adam says 260. All right, next X-Man, 250. Aaron, 240. Okay, and then Eddie says 220. All right, so let's see.
I almost went 235. I felt like it was way too low.
I undershot it.
All right, so whoever gets the closest will get the point. It's not a competition or anything, but I'll give the points. So here we go. So that was 245.
Hey.
So the closest was Aaron.
Hey.
Because he didn't go over, so Aaron got the point for Chopper.
Very good.
So there you go. Let's see. Moose said it was 220. That was his guess.
I am very proud of my guess.
That's why I got 220. You let me down, Moose.
Yeah, sometimes it can help you, and then sometimes not. So, next one, Deadpool and Wolverine, the most recent one that was announced, right? So, the one with the golden guns, that price wasn't different, right?
It was the
was
same.
It was the same
Yeah.
price. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So that's the one I'm referring to. Again, sideshow price can't go over. So whenever you guys are ready, let me know, and then I'll reveal the price for this Deadpool.
I'm ready.
Also,
Yeah.
All right, Aaron. Okay, so you got it. All right, so go ahead, reveal your price. Okay, so let me start
Oh,
with.
dang. I think Adam's right.
Let me start with Eddie. 280. Okay, next one I'll move to X-Man. 275. Okay, then Aaron. 300. All right, and then Adam, 310. All right. Did all of you guys order this figure?
yeah,
I
the
did
Golden
not.
Guns one.
Yeah.
I'm the only one, I guess. Damn.
Here we go. 315.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
God, man.
You know what I love about this game is it really makes you look at the prices again.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it makes
Sure.
you think like, oh shit, I spent that. I spent that money already. Or I'm gonna be charged. So that's why it's kind of like funny in that way. But so yeah, so Adam was the closest one there, right?
I had like
310.
178 like dollars in rewards. So I was like, screw it, I'll just put it all on this guy. So I was
okay.
very lucky when this guy hit.
Yeah, and then Moose says he guessed 305. All right, two more. Here we go. Sideshow David from the Lost Boys.
Looking at him right now.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like Adam has to sit this one out.
All
Yeah,
right.
I actually am trying to remember how much it is. It was more than I thought it should be.
And that's the thing is like even if you already paid for it, it's out of your bank account.
That sideshow, man.
You still don't
Yeah,
remember
they are
how much
there.
it is.
They are expecting
All right.
too much.
I'm ready.
All right, let's see.
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Are you ready to, Dave?
Yep.
Okay, review your price. Okay, let's start with Dave.
Dang.
So Dave says it's 280. All right, so write that down, 280. Then I'll go to Aaron, who says 250. Okay, Adam. Is that 290?
Yeah, 290.
290. Okay, 290 says Adam. And then Eddie, 260.
I think Dave is going to be closest.
Dang.
All right, here we go. Let's see what the chat is saying.
So I think it's going to be 285.
Aunt Jemima says 265. Feel the Burn says 285. So let's see. Which one of you guys was right?
I hope you're right, Angela.
290.
Oh, right on it. Hell yeah.
So Adam, so he
Hey.
bought it. So he got it.
Yeah.
I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Oh,
There you go. So 290.
I will say, I feel like this guy is worth more than a lot of those Cantina guys. The sideshow. put
Oh
out.
yeah. What was the Greedo, like 280?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't that some bullshit?
It's
Yeah.
you can check out my review if you haven't already, but it's a substantial figure. The body feels solid compared to some of Sideshow's other stuff. It's a good figure. I would say it's Hot Toys quality.
Oh, okay, nice.
wow.
Because there's a few that are coming out. Well, I have Pennywise, the Tim Curry one that I'm waiting on. That one was 285.
And the box that it comes in, like, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
I actually have the box behind him because it's like an oversized VHS
Oh, okay.
box.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice. I like that. I like that
Reproduction.
they went that route.
It really looks cool with the box behind him.
Let's see. Moose says, I heard the David figure was bad, he says.
You heard wrong, Moose.
Yeah, because of the reviews that I've seen,
Fake news.
they were positive. They were good. Yours, Adam, Brother Cousins was positive.
Yeah.
And I saw some other ones that were good as well.
Yeah, I've heard only good things.
Yeah. All right, so this is the last one. This is the last figure. Figure price right. There you go. I think some of you guys pre-order this. Artisan.
Ooh.
So this is the Artisan version.
All right.
This is the Artisan, right? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's see. We got them live chat. And Jemima says, "Yeah, I heard good reviews as well." Yeah, so he's heard of that as well. Okay, so I'll wait for that. So so this is the Wanda from Endgame Hot Toys Artisan version. So they're gonna guess the price. So are any of you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's start with Aaron. I'm not sorry. Reveal it, and then I'll go to Aaron first.
God damn.
Okay, so Aaron says $395. Damn. $395. All right. X-Man. $340. Says X-Man Supreme. Let's go to Adam. Is that $520?
Yeah, it's 520.
$520, says Adam. And Eddie says $430.
I think Eddie got it.
Yeah, I think I'm way below.
Eddie probably hit the sweet spot.
I almost went up around there, but I was like, oh, I don't know.
The Artisan figures are normally around like 400 to 430.
12-inch Moose Stream says $430. Feel the Burn says $385, and Jemima says $370. Moose says I missed out on Wanda. Sniff, sniff. So there you go. $445.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
That feels like so much.
Right. So the closest one was Eddie.
Sweet.
For $430.
Got lucky.
So yeah.
I felt like that was the price after like shipping.
Oh yeah.
I wish.
Yomo dropping by here. Hello, Mr. Yomo. Thanks so much for joining us here in the live chat. And he says 400. 400 for this. And then he says, damn, son. So there you go.
Yeah, worth it. Worth it.
Fear the Burn says that's too damn much. So there you go. That's crazy. Exactly.
Wanda is worth it.
All because of the hair.
Yeah.
I will have all of the Wanda figures.
The base is pretty cool, no? I think I remember seeing that base.
That base is sick. That base is super.
Yeah, but I think it comes with the regular one too.
Oh, it does?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a considerable difference in cost. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So then that was it, guys. That was it for the figure price rights little game here. So let's go ahead and move on to something else. Let's see. What is next, actually? So we have the... Just very quickly, because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this at all. But maybe you guys want to talk about this very briefly here. But let me just bring it up here. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's bring it up here. So that what is that? That Iron Patriots that they teased or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't collect Iron Mans at the moment, or Captain America. Not that many Marvel figures at the moment. So we have this. If I was going to get a first Iron Man, it wouldn't be this. But I'm sure some of you have Iron Man figures, and maybe you're excited for this. But anyway, anyone can jump in on this. Just very quickly here. Any thoughts on this tease?
It's cool. It's cool that they're doing more comic figures. I mean, not for me. I never followed the Dark Avengers story. But I think it's interesting that Norman Osborn got himself some Iron Man armor and did this. And it's a cool design, especially with the star-shaped friggin' reactor. But I think it's neat. I'm sure whoever gets this is going to really enjoy this figure. It looks really cool.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much information about this figure yet. But anyone else have any thoughts on this? Okay, so I'm gonna read what Yomo says. Why is the Black Widow a lot cheaper? Is it the base? I mean, maybe it is, right? Because isn't the base for the Black Widow? It's kind of just like a basic base. Like it's not like all elaborate like the one in.
Yeah, it's just like a flat plane, but it's got like magnets in it.
Oh, the magnets, right. So yeah, it is. So yeah, it is a bit cheaper. I don't remember the price for that Black Widow. Maybe it should be a price right figure in the future. If I haven't done it already, I don't even remember. All right, so next one here. I know we weren't going to spend much time. I'm just going to go over this very quick Mondo teases. I know some of you guys don't collect these. So we have the black suit symbiote Spider-Man from the animated series, the Mondo versions, the 1/6 Spider-Man symbiote suit. Let's see, looks like it's gonna be $220. It's not officially announced yet, but they've been teasing this over the weekend here. Any thoughts? Any quick thoughts on this before we move on to the next one, real quick?
Looks cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I pre-ordered the Venom, so
yeah.
Now I'm thinking I might need to get this one. I'm gonna see what the exclusives are with this one before, because it goes up on the 19th. So I'll see what the exclusives are, and if I need the exclusives, I'll order then. But if I can live without them, I'll at least wait and see how it comes out. But it looks good. I'm a sucker for those like black suit Venoms and symbiote suits where they have the blue cell shading on them. Like, I like that look a lot. So that's how the Venom looks, and I think this one will go good with that one.
Okay. So yeah, so you said the 19th, right, Eddie? That Brick saying that as well.
Yeah.
Because they've been announcing or teasing a lot of Mondo figures in a short period of time. Because sometimes I would cover Mondo figures, but they were like very far in between before I would cover one from another. But it's just like I've been covering like some Mondo figures like within a couple weeks, and looks like this one's about to be announced. So let's see here. Any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to another one here, another Mondo one that they tease? Okay, so the other one is this Clayface from the animated series, the Batman animated series. It looks cool. I especially like this. The Batman is like trying to crawl himself out of the actual Clayface character there. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty massive too. So I kind of like that. There's all these different accessories and different like head sculpts, and it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not continuing to collect the Mondo figures for the Batman animated series. I may try to get the Riddler if they do announce it. Oh, that's something else. So X-Men, I know you have a couple of Mondo figures, and I think you talked about this earlier today, but just very quickly on this Clayface.
This Clayface is so sick. And I remember exactly that scene where he's just swallowed up Batman, and it's so awesome. It looks so good. It makes me want to get it. I'm not going to get it because it doesn't make sense for me to get it, but I want to get it because it looks so damn good. They did such good work on this figure. Look at Batman. Look at him just trying to get out.
Right.
That's
pretty
great.
Cool.
That looks so good. And the Mondo does their Man Bat. They still have a version of the Man Bat available, and I keep thinking about it.
Oh yeah, I thought they were. They were sold out.
I believe they were sold out of the deluxe, but I don't know for sure. I didn't look into it too hard. But there's one available right now. I'm on their site right now, and it's just they're great looking figures. The only figure, I keep saying it, but it's so true. The only figure in the Batman line that doesn't look phenomenal is Batman. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, you've said that. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get why they didn't put the same love and care into the main character, because the villains all look incredible.
Yeah.
They really do. And I know it's a hard one to. I know it's hard to translate because of the way that character looks in the show. But I feel like they could have done better. They need to maybe step it up a little bit and maybe give him a 2.0 or something like they're doing with the Wolverine right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Yomo seems to like it, says this looks really cool. But I know Yomo's not collecting Mondo figures. But let's move on to the next one real quick here. I think there's only one more of this Mondo tease. And where is it? Oh, here it is. So that's the Wolverine.
Right there.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
They were showing it earlier this week, and I was like, why are they showing the old Wolverine?
That's hard pass for Dave.
So yeah,
this is a much better man, because I didn't get the yellow suit that they put out before, because it was a different person sculpted it. Like the head sculpt looks awful on that one. It looks fine overall, the figure, but it's just not the same. It doesn't match up as well. This is sculpted by the same guy. It looks like, to me, I haven't heard that it is, but it's got to be. And this is great. They kind of talked about this on one of their streams, like maybe they were thinking about it, and now here it is. And hell yeah, dude, I'm 100% getting this. Hell yeah.
And this is from the X-Men '97, so that's already a different line, right? Because the other one was the regular X-Men animated series, right? So
well, that's the thing is, like, they started off just calling it X-Men, and and they've changed the name to '97, but it's still the same line. They're still using it like the same line. And what's cool about it is the figures aren't exact one-to-one rips from the screen anyway, so they still work for one or the other. So you could still look at the Rogue and say, well, that's from the 90 series, or you can say this is from '97. It really doesn't matter which one. They work regardless. So this definitely is. This is a good line, man. This is a really good line. Such a good line.
And Moose says, someone put a leash on X-Man when you show any Wolverine figure. So what is that?
Hey, at least I'm not finding out for the first time here. Like, wow, man, that's crazy. I didn't know about this until last stream. I did not know.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Just blew my mind, man.
Fear the Burn says that the only Mondo figure I have is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Awesome figure. I think I've seen that. It does look pretty cool, actually. I was looking into those, and I was like, oh, are they doing like a Universal Monsters line on Mondo? But like I said, I decided to just stick to Batman animated series, and even so, I already decided to stop. Again, with the exception of the Batman animated series Riddler, that they announced that one. Then we have Clinton Martin dropping by. Howdy, folks. Hello there, Mr. Martin. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Always appreciated. Then Moose says, X-Men Supreme has a Wolverine addiction. But he says, I love you, Dave. So there you go. All right. So I think that was it for the Mondo situation here. So let's move on to something that I know some people were not very happy about, and some were okay with it. I'm like in nowhere because I didn't pre-order this guy, and I haven't decided if I am, but they did tease that Unmasked Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds, and this time we have head sculpt, something that people were saying were thinking that they'll do, but they hadn't until now, right? So I had not pre-ordered Deadpool from the beginning because I wasn't sure if I was going to. I for sure wanted Hugh Jackman Wolverine with the yellow suit. I definitely wanted that, and I pre-ordered that deluxe version, and then the Bugle 6 gifted me one. So I have potentially two, although the other one is going to go to my brother because now he wants the one that I have pre-ordered. So that's the situation there with Wolverine. And then in my mind, it's like, okay, well, if they were to announce the Resistance, right? Gambit, Blade, mainly those two, but let's say they announce all of them, then I might be compelled to, or might need to pre-order a Deadpool. So now I'm in a situation where I hadn't pre-ordered any single Deadpool yet, but now this might be coming. But I wonder what you guys' thoughts are, because I know if not all of you pre-ordered this Deadpool. So what are your thoughts on this announcement now? I'm gonna throw it to Aaron first.
I have the first Deadpool that came out with the golden guns. I'm a little annoyed. Hot Toys always does this. I'm a little annoyed they did this because I wanted the head sculpt and it comes with the Wolverine claws. Well, what are you gonna do? It's part of the game. They always do stuff like this. I'm probably not gonna get it because I already got a Deadpool. Maybe if I could find the scope separately, I'll just get that. But it's good for those like you, Gio, that still need a Deadpool. So you're lucky.
And I still don't know if I'm gonna get them yet, but we'll see what those Resistance figures look like, because I'm always concerned about the head sculpt, right? Like if it looks like crap, I'm not gonna get any of them. But hopefully they're more like the Ahsoka quality, which we'll get into in just a bit. Let's see here. I see. I don't think I've seen you in the live chat before. It says, "What up, Maine? What's adrenaline?" So thanks so much for dropping by there. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Like I said, I don't think I've seen you here before, so thanks so very much there. Pedro Lopez dropping by, always in the live chat. Hello all. Thank you so much, Mr. Pedro. Really appreciate it as well. And let's see. Moose says, I RSVP'd this figure. I have 2 Deadpools in hand, 2 more pre-ordered, along with 2 Lady Pools and 2 Kid Pools. I'm all in on anything Deadpool. Oh, yes. I remember you saying that before, Mr. Moose. Yomo says, if he had the wig, I would be in on this. Okay, yes. So that was one of the questions, right? Is it going to be an accessory with that wig? Now, didn't this come with the portal? Wasn't in the video? Didn't it show like a little portal that will come like that right?
Yeah,
there?
right there.
Yeah, right. So that's like the portal. So I don't know if some people will be excited for that. So maybe they're willing to get another one for that. Fear the Burn says, I think this will be an exclusive artisan. Metal swords, metal claws with head sculpt and TVA portal base. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that is a possibility, right? That it could be like an exclusive figure. I haven't really thought about that too, actually, that it could be that. But I was thinking it'll be more like the unmasked Hono Wolverine, right? That they're just going to do another run of that.
If they call this artisan, they would be shooting themselves in the foot.
Right. Maybe it comes with the little wig that we just haven't seen yet. Maybe there's some other accessories that we haven't seen that they're going to reveal when they actually announce it. That's a possibility, I think.
Maybe.
Mr. Adam, what are your thoughts?
So, I pre-ordered. Let me step back here. I have the Deadpool 1 Hot Toys figure. It's a pretty good figure. I think it came out like, I don't know, 2017, something like that, 2016. Good for its time. It's starting to peel now. So when Deadpool 3 came out, I very much wanted that hot new Deadpool 3 Hot Toys figure. And I wanted the one with the golden guns. Now, what Sideshow did is they time limited, I think as you guys recall, you had a certain amount of time, certain amount of days, and I pre-ordered my version with the golden guns. Like, is either the last day you could do it or the next to last day, just to lock it in. I'm not against any 2.0 or 3.0, and I think I'm pretty consistent on that. And I always expected at some point we would get another. I mean, you're going to get another Deadpool, and either when they have the license secured or whenever that there could be one with Ryan Reynolds' head sculpt. You can't tell me that this movie came out 4 months ago. Deadpool 3 figure that a couple people have. I think Sideshow started to ship out some. Some people got them from Hong Kong. First batch. I haven't gotten mine yet, so I'm still waiting for mine. Wow. This came out 4 months ago. You can't tell me that Sideshow couldn't have included the one piece that I think most people wanted as an accessory, and that's a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. I remember we had this discussion in your stream, other streams, during the summer. That boy, it would be great if they included awesome figure. Really wish they had a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. And I think Present Toys has that. You've talked about on your channel I think you can get it through 1/6 kit. That
the
for
bald.
$39, the bald.
The bald, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think this is, and again, if this came out, this figure we're seeing here with the Reynolds head sculpt, if this came out in a year from now or 2 years from now, I wouldn't complain at all. But the fact that a lot of people haven't even gotten their initial Deadpool 3 figure, and they're promoting this, I think that's really bad form by Sideshow, or by, not Sideshow, I don't blame Sideshow, by Hot Toys. I think it's just pure greed is what it is, and I know they're a business makes money, but you can do it in a way that's just not so arrogant and greedy. And that's what happened here, is that they locked people in to get, if they wanted the golden guns. And I realized this one's going to come with our different accessories. That's cool, but the accessory that most people wanted was that Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. And I realized most people are probably not going to display the figure with the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt for the most part. They're going to have the Deadpool one. But if you're like me and you had a Deadpool 1 or a Deadpool 2 figure, you may want to use that Ryan Reynolds head sculpt on the older figure you have and display it that way. I don't, 2 Deadpool figures is fine. I don't need 3 Deadpool figures. And I guess the lesson I take from this, and I was already leaning in that direction, I'm done with pre-orders. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Okay.
Unless it's like some artisan, like probably, I'm really taking my chances of paying through the nose of not getting an artisan. But beyond that, I'm not sure I'm going to pre-order anymore, because what's the benefit to me to doing that? There might be something else that comes. I can find a figure through other channels, through some of the other stores that are out there that maybe get their stock through Sideshow or through Hong Kong. It just, I got to personally send a message, and maybe message is lost in the wind, and it's just benefit me. But I don't like these tactics. I'm not happy about it. I think it's BS.
Yeah, I think I would probably be annoyed too if I ordered the one during the summer. But we'll see what happens there. Yomo says, I ordered the custom claws skeleton set, so unfortunately I don't need it. We'll see what happens later on. So yeah, there's that there. Let's see. Moose also says, I got my Deadpools at the end of July. I would have had 3, but one ankle was broken. I got a full refund. Yeah, I heard there was an issue with the ankles as well. I have heard that before with this with the figure that came out.
The first batch ones.
Right, yeah. He says, I need 2,000 Deadpools. I need 2,000 1/6 figures. I want a massive museum. So there you go. Eddie, I know you just talked about this guy, I believe. Any quick thoughts on this?
I agree with Adam. Kind of the same thing. Like, it's frustrating. I think they could do better. I think that they should have done I think with the first release they should have done a regular version that just came with the stock figure, and then I think there should have been a DX that added the head sculpt, the claws, and the guns. And
yeah,
if you wanted to make the timed edition then with the DX, then you could have done that. And then I think they could have released a dirty or battle damaged one later that was just another regular edition. And then if you already had the accessories, there you go, you could get the damaged one, because I think most people want the clean, and then if you want the damage, there you go. But I knew they would do another release. That's kind of why I didn't pre-order the first one. I did want the gold guns, but I was willing to take a chance on, if I could find them later or something. So luckily I'm not affected by the second release, but it does suck for everybody that is. And I also would prefer a clean look. I've never been a dirty or battle damage guy. Like, I like the clean look. So I'm not, like, I don't love that, but the most important thing to me is the claws. And I know there was custom sets and stuff, and they look nice, but you're adding price to the figure that way, and I didn't want to go do all that. So I'm gonna get this one so I could have the claws. And I probably won't even use to be honest, I never cared for the Ryan Reynolds head. Like, I get annoyed in the movie when he takes the mask off.
Oh wow.
So if I might end up parting that out, to be honest. So Adam, if I end up doing that, I'll let you know if you're interested in that. But
there you go.
Cool.
I've never really done the parting out before, but I think this one I'd keep it anyway. So I'd be willing to part that out and not even care. So.
And I think people are going to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think this will be announced officially before the first Resistance figure?
I hope not. I don't know. To be honest, I want those even more. I think so.
Yeah, which we'll definitely talk about in just a bit. X-Man, you haven't talked about this today. Well, here, right? Yet?
Oh no, not here yet. I am in. I think it's great. For me, I would have, regardless when they put it up, I would have gotten it anyway. I do think maybe it might have been better to have it closer, like they did with the shirtless Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
And maybe swap the accessories, because the claws don't really fit with the weathered suit, and the golden guns don't fit with the clean suit. I don't care. I'm getting them both, so it doesn't matter. I am glad that I went ahead and got the custom claws and bones and everything, because I'm not really a huge fan of how they have it set up here, where the claws are attached to the hands, and then you got like the rest of those bones as a separate gauntlet. I don't like that idea at all, because they should be all connected together. So that would be weird, because you're not gonna be like bending his wrists and stuff and having the. He just wouldn't. That's just not how it works. So, and it's nice to have backup in case one breaks. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it all around. Give me more Deadpool.
See the thing with Wolverine, Hot Toys did the right thing there, and they did give you two versions, and I do think there is a substantial enough difference between the shirtless one and the one with the full costume. And the one with the full costume, they gave you two options there. If you want to save a few bucks, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but unless maybe you want two, like Dave, you want to get two Wolverines, one with the helmet and one without the helmet, or the mask, I should say. So I think they from the beginning they gave you both options, mask or maskless, or both, and that should have been an option here 4 months ago. So I think it's a lot of BS that they didn't give us this option with Deadpool.
Let me read here. Valkyrie Magnus says, I may be in the minority, but I'm happy with the first Deadpool release for Deadpool 3 and don't need the second one. So there's a few out there who don't really care to get this new one that's about to be announced.
I don't think he's in a minority. I think I'm probably just going to keep my pre-order and do it. Maybe Eddie and I'll pick that off of Eddie. So, or something like that. Yeah. I think I'm probably just going to stick with my order, because the other thing too, I'm thinking about this is that if they have the license now and they have his blessing for the maskless Deadpool, I guarantee you we're going to get Nice Pool, and maybe just wait for the the good looking Ryan Reynolds with the scarlet without the scars on his face.
Oh, right. So, any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to I'm going to jump into the fantasy figure zone, and then I'm going to end the stream with the Resistance talk, and then the game related to the Resistance talk. So any other thoughts? All right, so let's. I think I see one in here. I would definitely get a Nice Pool, says Valkyrie. And Moose says, if the unmasked Deadpool is limited, try to get one for me, please. Okay, so there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to enter the fantasy figure zone. But before that, I'm going to play this little clip that I've been playing here since I've had some of you guys help me make this. So here we go.
Action!
Oh. Hey there.
If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe to the Movie Canon.
What up, baby? It's Reverzio, and you're watching the Movie Canon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey friends, it's 1Adam12 here. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend, the Movie Canon, for all your movie, entertainment, horror, and 1/6 Action Figure Talk. Thank you.
Guys, if you aren't already subscribed to the Movie Canon, make sure that you do so because you are totally missing out. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and hit the notification bell so you know the next time.
What's going on, everybody? Flavio here from the House of Collectibles, and you guys are watching the Movie Canon. Don't forget to grab your popcorn. Don't forget to grab your drinks. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
So yeah, thank you so much, Adam, Brick, Zio, Flavio, Dan, for joining in on this like and subscribe little clip that we've made here. So if you guys haven't done so already, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and then hit the like button so that it'll help the algorithm and will help this channel grow. And I could do more videos, streams, giveaways, and things like that. So thanks so much for the ones who are watching live right now, or if you're watching the replay. Very, very much appreciated there. So let's go ahead and enter the fantasy figure zone. Like always, all you guys have played this before or have done this before. I asked you guys individually, what is a figure that you would like for either Hot Toys, InArts, or JAZZINC to manufacture? It could be a figure that has never been manufactured. It could be a 2.0, 3.0, whatever. I asked you guys, and you guys gave me your picks. So let's go ahead and begin by starting that with the first one here. And we're going to start with Mr. Eddie Money Mendez. So we just did a Tarantino movie tier list on my channel yesterday, and I gave my thoughts on this film, and they were a bit controversial, but here we go. But Eddie has...
I'm not going to watch it, dude.
So,
did you shit on this?
Just a little bit.
Oh, man.
Well, what I said it was that it's just not like amongst my favorite Tarantino movies. So it was like a whole thing with it. But anyways, so this is Cliff, right? That's the name for Brad Pitt's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So take it away, Eddie.
Yeah, I think this might be my favorite Tarantino film.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen all of them, and I kind of got onto those late. When did I watch? I watched Pulp Fiction probably a couple of years ago, like probably pre-2020, but maybe like 2018 or 2019. And then from there, I watched the Kill Bills. I watched Jackie Brown. There's still some that I haven't watched.
Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah, Inglourious Bastards is amazing. I saw that one when it came out in the theater.
And there's Django Unchained.
Oh, Hateful Eight is a good one. I love the Hateful Eight.
The Reservoir Dogs.
Django, yeah, I saw Django when it came out. Reservoir Dogs, I had to go back and watch. I hadn't seen that one before, but that one's up there too. Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and then I didn't think that they would ever be topped. And then this came out, and I swear I saw this in the theater maybe 4 times. And one of the times I saw it in Texas at an old school theater in Dallas, which was really cool. It was famous for something. It's a famous theater in Dallas. Not the there's also like a big new theater that's like super nice and it's new and everybody goes to that. It's a chain, but there's like an old theater that's still got the original seats. They're not the recliners anymore, and I saw it out there with my uncle, and it was a cool experience to watch this movie in an old theater like that. So I love everything about this movie, and you know, I know Rick Dalton, the main Leo's character.
Yeah.
He might be considered the main character, or there's stories about him, but to me, Booth is the cool one. For me, he's the main character. He's a super cool character, just one of those old school badass guys that like don't try too hard, you know. He's a stunt man. He lives in a trailer, you know. He doesn't have much, but he doesn't need much. He doesn't care. He's got his car that he loves. He's got his dog, and then he makes some money, and you know, he lives a good life that way. And he's got his best friend, and it's a good movie, man. I like it a lot, and I like the whole how they tied in Margot Robbie's character. I forgot the actual who she's playing in the movie. It's a famous.
Oh, the actress
Sharon Tate. I like how they tied that whole story in there with the
she's
Manson
Sharon
family
Tate. I
and all
didn't
that
know
stuff.
that.
So
the Manson family.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, it's a really cool movie, dude. And if I had, so I thought I'd go with the Tarantino since you guys just did that stream, and I know there's some third parties of Cliff Booth and Rick Dalton that have been made. I'm trying to not do as much third parties as I used to. Trying to just hold out, seeing where cuts can be made now that everything's expensive, as we just witnessed in that price guessing. So, like, I'm holding out. Hopefully, this gets made by somebody. It would be sick if they both got made, but like I said, I would be fine with just Cliff Booth. But yeah, this is definitely up there. Another couple other Tarantino ones would be like Butch from Pulp Fiction, probably, and then like. I was going through all the Tarantino movies that I've seen, and I was either gonna pick Butch or I was gonna pick someone from Reservoir Dogs, probably like Mr. White, or one of the more main ones from Reservoir Dogs. But yeah, Cliff is up there, and I think this is my top. So yeah.
So I thought the acting was great. A lot of the acting is great with Tarantino movies. It's just this one is just didn't really do it for me as far as like amongst the better Tarantino films. I didn't think it was a bad movie. And me and Jose Plus went back and forth with that film, but I just, like I said, I don't think it's a bad film. I just didn't love it like I thought I would for a Tarantino movie. And this got Brad Pitt his first acting Oscar for playing this character, so that was kind of like a big thing for him there. But Aaron, have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? What are your thoughts on this?
I have not seen this movie. But I hope they make the figure just for you, Eddie. Just for you. So I have no thoughts on it. I haven't seen the movie.
Don't listen to Gio. Go watch it.
Right, don't listen to me. How about you, Dave?
I have not seen it. It is on my list of things to watch, though. Okay. And I do know one thing that I do know about this. See that watch that he's wearing? That watch was made by Red Monkey. Red Monkey, who made the same watch that Hugh Jackman wore in X2. The same watch that I'm wearing fucking now. That's pretty awesome. I've seen that watch so many times on their website, and it's a good looking watch. It's a good watch.
Nice.
Like it.
Jose dropping by here saying, "What's up, fellas?" Hello there, Mr. Jose Plus. Thank you so much for joining us. As you can see, we have one of your favorite characters in Tarantino land. So thank you so much for joining us here. Let's see, and then we have I think I missed a few over here actually. Moose says all the Reservoir Dogs characters and Pulp Fiction 2 he would like. And Pedro says this Cliff figure best come with the dog. And it's the Texas theater where they caught Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh, is that right?
It might be. It might be that one. If he's talking about where I saw it in Texas, I know it was famous for something in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So that might be the one.
Ford Theater, was it?
Is that what it's called? Ford Theater? I know the Ford Theater is where Lincoln got assassinated.
Oh no, yeah, I'm getting that confused. Yeah.
Let's see.
Kennedy was shot in a Ford.
Oh yeah, I think so actually.
Yeah.
Feel the Burn says I could honestly see Inart doing something like this. Aaron can't see R-rated movies in his zone, he says. So
come on, Muslim.
Right. Jose says, did you see me defending this movie yesterday? Gio called it meh. I called it meh in a Instagram chat, not in the stream, I don't think. But again, thank you so much, Jose, for dropping by as always. Pedro says, I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Lots of Margot Robbie feats. He says, oh yeah, that's Tarantino true. And his feet fetish, right? Money Mendes already says, I gotta watch Jose. You hate to see it. So there you go. Adam, there you go, Adam.
I think this is an awesome choice. This is one of Tarantino's best films. I think his best film is Pulp Fiction, and I think this is probably Inglourious Bastards, and this are the next two level films of his. And then maybe Reservoir Dogs, then Jackie Brown, I think, in terms of my rankings. I'm actually surprised that, and I don't know, if he owns the rights to this, what the rights are on this. Is it like some? I know a lot of these movies. I don't think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was, but I know some of these movies were done by Miramax, and there's the whole rights issue with the Weinsteins.
The Weinstein,
that might complicate some things. But I'm surprised that they're not exploiting the license on these more and creating more. Everything from T-shirts to ball caps to action figures to 1/6 scale. I'm really surprised that this is, because the properties on these films, those characters could be really exploited for merchandising, and I'm surprised it's not, because they're very popular. His movies are exceedingly popular, particularly with male audiences, and I definitely would get 1/6 scale figures of, like, I know there's some third-party knockoffs that Eddie mentioned, but I definitely would get, Jules from Pulp Fiction and John Travolta's characters from Pulp Fiction and Bruce Willis from Pulp Fiction, Butch, probably Mr. White. I'm surprised these aren't already being licensed. They should be.
They did there's Star Ace and there's another company.
Oh, Star Ace made one?
They did Jules and John Travolta. I think it's Star Ace. There's another company that's like Star Ace where they're not as good, but maybe I'm thinking of 3A. Do you remember that company? It used to be 3A or something like that. They did Jules and John Travolta's character, and then they did whoever did Kill Bill. I think Kill Bill is still on Sideshow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
And
I didn't know that.
I was tempted by the John Travolta one for the longest time, but his head was just a little too, like, they made it too big, so it always threw it off. But it was a figure. It came with the couch from her apartment.
Oh, okay.
And the record player, I think, that he's dancing to, or when he's in the apartment. But yeah, I can't remember what company did them, but I never pulled the trigger because they didn't make great figures. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that they had that. So
the biggest guessing game is what's going to be his 10th film. Is supposedly final.
Right. And he was going to do a movie called the Movie Critic
for a while, but that didn't happen.
The Movie Critic.
Critic. Yeah.
I thought there was a rumor that he was going to make a Kill Bill 3 with the daughter.
That's been going on for like
talked about that too,
decades, I think. It's been like years. Hopefully he does, but who knows if he's actually going to do that. I would love if he actually did that. Let's see. Pedro Lopez says Weinstein lost the ability to gain profits from any of his movies after he was convicted. Let's see. Jose says, I'm this close to I'm following you. All right, let's see here. Any other thoughts on Eddie's pick before we move on to the next choice here, which is going to be Mr. X-Man Supreme. So there you go. Take it away.
Y'all already know what it is. It's imagine this dude with all them wings on the shelf. Hot damn. That'd be so cool.
Just like the Falcon and then the Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
the wings on this. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The wingspan on this guy could be so epic. He would be a shelf stealer in the sense that there wouldn't be room for anybody else.
This is Archangel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks
Yeah. Cool. I gotta round out those Jim Lee X-Men, man.
I think Mondo would make him. This is a company that's gonna make him be Mondo.
Mondo, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna get around to him at some point, probably. After they make like the main X-Men team, they'll probably get to him. But I would love to see like a comic version, like, a la Hono or So-So or somebody like that, That'd be so cool. But it would be a lot of like. He would definitely be one of the more expensive figures, just because you'd have to have like all the wings, and not just 2 wings. Almost got 4 wings, so you'd have to have all of that, and then you'd have to friggin', they'd have to be chromed out, or at least they would have to be, some acceptable, bit of shine. But that'd be just a really good figure. And if they did the suit material right, he would be posable, decently posable. Yeah, this guy.
Isn't the what you call it, the Falcon figure? Isn't it like over $300 because of? Like
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember
He's
being,
got a
I
very
remember being pretty
impressive
pricey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me look at the live chat real quick. We have Feel the Burn says we need that Storm first, man. That was actually a fantasy figure from earlier this year. I think it was who did it? Huberticus? A late bloomer. Storm. Storm was one of those fantasy figures. Yeah, that was like early in the year. That was like in February, March, around there.
Yeah, I thought about doing Storm, but I picked Gene last week. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. Pedro says if Hono makes this small plastic wings. Yeah, I think I see that.
Probably, yeah.
Clint Martin said just saw the Captain Falcon for $199 on sale. So
hurts, don't it?
Yeah,
it hurts.
Any other thoughts, Dave? Before I ask some of the other council members about your pick.
Nah, man, this is just one of the cool guys to have. Imagine him and Colossus. And Beast. Oh my god, dude.
All of those, I think, still like Mondo's gonna probably do eventually, right?
Oh, for sure.
I like a lot of these X-Men.
At least Beast
figures. Yeah.
Colossus and Archangel, they're kind of like secondary characters in those cartoons. But they might. You never know.
Anyone else? Anyone could just jump in. Any thoughts on this choice?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite characters from the comics. I hope that when we get the X-Men done properly in the MCU, that we have that Angel who eventually becomes Archangel character arc.
Yeah, if they do that story, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I'm really excited for what to see, because I believe that once we're done with this multiverse saga, after the next 2 Avengers movies, we're going to have the mutant saga as the next saga as in the MCU.
Yeah, Clint Martin says, how would you do the suits? I think asking you, Mr. Dave.
I feel like it would have to be fabric, just fabric. Because if it was how they did the Spider-Man suits, I guess you could do it that way. Because he's not really like one of those. He's not really doing a lot of crazy poses. But I would want to do just fabric, like they did with the Hono suits, or some of the other Spider-Man suits, like the comic Spidey that they did for Hot Toys. That was all fabric, right? I feel like that would be a way to go. Like how they did the Superman suit recently with InArt, kind of like a thinner material, maybe not so see-through, because he's not going to have a silvery body underneath it, but something that he can flex in, something he can move around. I want to be posable, not to worry about it.
Any other thoughts, guys, pertaining to this pick here?
I know you're specifically talking about comic books, and it would be cool to see him in 1/6. I would think Mondo probably, because I would be fine with joints, but then again, joints don't bug me that much. But I personally would want, I know it's not Archangel, but Angel from X-Men Last Stand. I'd get that figure.
Oh, okay. Ben Foster.
Yeah,
he's cool too.
He's the one I like the most. If I'd be fine if they did the Apocalypse one too, because he's technically that version of Archangel. He actually got the metal wings, but I didn't care much for that version in Apocalypse, so I'd prefer the other one. But any one that they do would be cool. But yeah, he's definitely. I didn't know about this character until I started collecting, and I've seen statues and some Marvel Legends figures of him, and it's a pretty cool looking design. You know.
We have Mr. Moose says need more Kubrick figures and all the Colonial Marines. The one that I would want Kubrick film would be the Jack Torrance figure from The Shining. Then he says, like the Spider-Man 2099 figure update, Dave.
Okay, yeah.
Any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to who's next? Oh, Adam is next. So any other thoughts, guys? All right, so let's move on to Mr. 1 Adam 12. And I'm running out of your picks, Adam. So when you get a chance, you can send me another batch of your fantasy characters there. So this choice was comes from a Best Picture winner. It hit an iceberg, but we have them right here. We have
know what it is. Okay.
Jack and Rose from Titanic. So take it away there.
All right. So there's not a lot of action in these figures except for when they,
Wow. You need the card.
You know what I'm saying. But I love this movie unapologetically. I think it's great soundtrack, not just an iconic song by Celine Dion, but by the score by James Horner. The dialogue is very cheesy, which is keeping in line with James Cameron's writing style. He's not the best dialogue writer, but
Definitely
it's
not.
I think I defy anyone who's got a heart to watch this movie at the end and not like feel anything. But obviously there's a lot of jokes about and I think Mythbusters may have done something recently that he could have she could have made some room for him on the raft to and he could Leo DiCaprio. But I think you have figures maybe of them in that iconic scene, where they're in the front of the boat. I don't know I know there's a nautical term for it, but whatever. Of the boats. I think this is, you talk about figures that would if Hot Toys wants to print money, you create 1/6 versions of these two by Hot Toys, and you're going to be bringing in a lot of people into collecting who wouldn't normally be collecting figures. Just something different, we have a lot of obviously Star Wars, Marvel, DC, the bread and butter of our collecting, and that's most of what I get. But I like these one-off things, and as a big movie buff, I'd like something a little different.
Yeah, Moose is saying it's called the ship's bow.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's why he's from Massachusetts, I believe. So he would know.
Yeah.
I'm a landlocked guy in upstate New York.
Okay. And Brick says one of the best movies of all time. And then say I'd buy these easy. Moose says I want the Lego Titanic.
Yeah, me too.
I think Brick has that. I think he has that.
And just circling back to what we talked about earlier with Deadpool. Can you imagine having the photography of having Deadpool, you take out Leo DiCaprio and have him holding the photos of him holding Kate Winslet's character?
Yeah.
Just or maybe Leo DiCaprio's holding Deadpool. So
there you go.
You can have a lot of fun.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool, actually. And Jemima says, I got tricked into seeing this movie as a kid. I wonder how you were tricked there, Aunt Jemima. Let us know.
Wow.
Brick says, best scene is her death, as crazy as that sounds. Wow. Let's see. Bow rhymes with cow. Okay, there you go. I like. I'll take. Oh, okay, got it. I take figures from the sketch scene, please.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely.
Have Diddy in the background, says San Jemima.
Oh,
jeez, come on.
Yeah, so a lot of opportunities there, a lot of ideas there, right? Any thoughts there, guys, on Jack and Rose?
I used to have a third-party figure of Jack Dawson. It was good too. It was pretty good. I forgot what company did it. It might have been Chong. I think I don't know if it's Chong Studio or Chong Toys but it was a pretty good figure. The likeness wasn't perfect on Leo, but it looked pretty good. It was, just him with his pants and his suspenders, his white shirt, not the tuxedo look, but like more him towards when he gets on the boat. And I liked it a lot. I was always looking for trying to find a 1/6 scale Victorian chair that I could have him sitting in as if he's drawing her, because it came with his portfolio and little pictures of her and everybody else that he was drawing on the ship. But yeah, I'm 100% with you, Adam. I would buy these in a heartbeat, man. I tend to lean more towards one-off stuff over Marvel and DC too, other than my favorite stuff. But that other one-off stuff is some of my more favorite figures in my collection over the main stuff. So anything that they could do like that would be awesome. I just remember watching this as a kid and having the 2 VHS tapes. You had to switch out the VHS halfway through the movie.
Yep.
So
I remember that. And I remember when you had to change the tape. It was when it says, "We're gonna get your headlight now, Mr. Captain," or whatever. I forgot what it was, but something like that. And then that's when it's time for you to get to the action part of the movie, I guess. But I know they made a third party. Jack Dawson. I covered it earlier this year. It didn't really look like Leo, but there is a third party one right there. Brick says, was it Bow Now Cow? And then How Now Brown Cow. And then Feel the Burn. Personally, a Leo figure I like to see is Romeo. Okay.
I think they did that too. I think
the last Berman. Yeah, last Berman, right? So it's did he have golden guns, or am I just imagining that he had fucking golden guns?
I don't remember if they were
in that Romeo and Juliet movie. I think the Leguizamo, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
The actor.
Leguizamo.
Yeah, there you go. I think he had some weird looking guns as well. I don't know if they were gold.
That was later on after he'd been battle damaged for a while.
Wow.
Oh, okay, right. So right. Then he says, "I want a Captain." How do you pronounce that? Ahab.
Ahab.
And a 1/6. Oh, okay, got it.
Moby Richard.
Wow.
All right. Any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to Aaron's pick? All right, here we go. So I think a lot of you guys have seen this movie by now, but we have the
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So take it away, Aaron.
I'm sticking with the Deadpool Wolverine hype, especially after they announced the Resistance figures. So that means they opened up a can of worms, or they could, and they might start doing the Wolverine variants. And I will definitely get Calverine if they announce this. And my NR Superman, because I'm a big Henry Cavill fan, so I'm probably get this.
I might consider getting that if they actually announce this, and I would have to see
I would actually get this one over the other Hugh Jackman ones, because this is actually a different version. It's not the same actor. You don't have multiple figures of the same actor.
Okay.
A completely different version.
Yeah, I definitely totally get that. Let's see. Brick says any Leo figure would be great. He should have gotten an Oscar for this film. Yeah, I know he wasn't even nominated for that year. I like to see the Princess Bride figures. So there you go, Dave. There you go. Okay. Any other thoughts, Aaron? How about the rest of you guys? Would you get a Calverine figure?
150% yes.
Yeah,
and I'd like to see him be Wolverine. It's probably not going to happen, but
me too,
this is
man.
probably like fan casting,
Krasinski.
Yeah, Krasinski.
Yeah, that one I'd love to see too. But I'm with you, and I think I'd rather actually have this over even the ones they teased, even over the main, like all the main characters, like Deadpool, Wolverine, and then this is the next one I'd want. Like this scene, was insane in the theater. Like I was freaking out, dude. So I'd love to get this.
People went wild when he came on.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, definitely. How about you, Dave?
Just what we need, another fucking giant Wolverine. No, I'm out. Everybody can fuck off with this. I'm out. No. In fact, if they were to make this, and I hope they do it sooner rather than later, because I'm teetering on if I want to get all of the Resistance or I want to just get Lara and Gambit. Because if I don't get those two and I get everything else, then it's like, well, it's just two more figures and I could just get the whole line. And I kind of want to do that, but I kind of don't. If they make this, I'm not buying it. So then if I buy everything else but that one, I'm going to feel like a jackass for getting the other two. So, hey, Hot Toys, you're going to do it. Just do it now. Get it out of my fucking way. All right?
All right. Few of the Burns says,
I think giant Wolverine bullshit.
Few of the Burns says, I think Hot Toys will announce this after the Resistance starts selling. Let's see. Yomo says, this would be a cool figure. This is probably one of my least favorites of the Wolverine variants, but I would probably still get it.
Wait, so X-Men, if they come out with that short Wolverine, you'll get it?
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Short key.
Absolutely, I am. Give me a proper short Wolverine.
That looks.
I love Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's great. I love Henry Cavill. I won't watch The Witcher anymore because Cavill's not in it. I'm just not going to do it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't care about Warhammer, but I'll watch that because Cavill's involved. I want a proper Wolverine. Hugh Jackman did great. Hugh Jackman is fantastic, and I will always love Hugh Jackman. But we need to do it right now. Like we need an actual, like Wolverine's 5'3", and it is an important part of his character. I went into it like way deep earlier, so I'm not going to here. But it is an important character trait. It needs to be recognized. And this is my boy. This is my guy. I want him done right. For fuck's sake, I want him done right.
He's Cavill's shorter than Jackman though, so at least it's a step in the
That's
right
not
direction,
enough.
man.
It's not enough.
We're getting there.
It's not enough. Getting shorter and shorter, right? So we'll get shorter and shorter.
Not enough.
Let's see. Pedro says this Cavalry needs to be full silicone and with authentic Cavill artisan hair.
Ooh.
Let's see. And then Yomo says rest in peace for The Witcher, right? All right. Any other thoughts, guys, on Cavalry before we move on to? I'm actually going to do mine. I've been skipping mine for like weeks. But any thoughts, guys? Okay. So I'm going to do mine. You know, we just did the Tarantino movie tier list. So I was like, you know what? I need Beatrix Kiddo and Orenishi from Kill Bill 2-pack if they ever do something like this. And I would like a diorama base that we see here somehow, some kind of components in there. I think that'd be awesome. I think they would look beautiful. Kill Bill is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, and I do consider Volume 1 and 2 as one film. I know some people don't, but I do consider it as one. And I would like both of these here. And then Kill Bill is actually one of my favorite films just in general, like top 5, top 10. I know Mr. Alex Montano, this was one of his fantasy figures, Beatrix Kiddo. So I would love this, all bloodied up, rooted hair, nice diorama like I mentioned here. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but any thoughts on this?
I would definitely get Uma Thurman. Like, like I said, I was looking for one earlier, and I was tempted to get that. I want to say it was Star Ace, but I don't remember. But it's just it wasn't good at all. So I definitely need an updated one, preferably by InArt, because I think they'd kill it with the rooted hair and everything, and I think it's more in their wheelhouse. Especially all the accessories it could come with and everything. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm 100% down for that.
We have here Fear the Burn says yes. I think you're referring to this. This fire Yomo. And Jemima says the packaging needs to be a work of art. Yeah, definitely. That would be amazing. Star Ass says Yomo. Didn't Star Ace do a Beatrix Kiddo? They might have, right? That's what you mentioned.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so there we go there. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, earlier before, Clay Martin, a cigar for the cavalry in there. Taron Egerton as Wolverine, says Yomo. I agree with you about the height of Wolverine, Dave. So there you go. But let's see. Any other thoughts, guys? Pedro says die-cast swords are mandatory. Yes, I think that'd be pretty cool there. All right, so that was it. So now we're gonna move on to. We have the Keep, Gift, or Destroy, very quick one, and then we'll get into the Resistance talk, and then the game related to the Resistance figures, which is the Blind as a Bat game. So I'll explain that to you guys in just a bit here. So just very quickly here, since we're talking about that Batmissile, right? And how some of us were not really that excited about it, and there's a few that were. So what I'm going to do here when it comes to this Keep, Gift, or Destroy, since a lot of you guys have already done this, so I don't have a special one for you guys. Probably next year I'm going to start over and start the Keep, Gift, or Destroy to tailor the guests again, now that I know some of you guys a little bit more. So I should be better at it, but we'll do that sometime next year there. But this Keep, Gift, or Destroy is going to be vehicles. And these are vehicles that have not been announced. So this is all about, let's just assume that Hot Toys is asking you if you want, that it's up to you if you're going to keep, gift, or destroy these. And it's all up to you. Okay, so the first one here is the N1, I think Starfighter for the Mandalorian, right? So that's the first one here. The Jedi Starfighter, which we've seen the picture of this for, I think, years, if I'm not mistaken. And then the other one for Eddie, we have the Batman 2022 Batmobile. That's Hot Toys teased like back in 2022, I think. So those are the three choices there. So Keep, Gift, or Destroy, I guess you already know. I'm not really connected to anything else here particularly. I'm just focusing on the vehicles. So if you say destroy, that means that this vehicle would just never be made, which might be the case anyway, but let's just say that they are. So let's throw it to X-Man. What would you do with these three?
I would keep the N1. That's kind of a big deal there. And then of course I would have to go and get Chrome Mando finally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I would keep that. I would gift. Honestly, the other two don't really even matter that much because JAZZINC made them both. I would gift the Jedi Starfighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you would destroy that.
And I would destroy the Batmobile. I'm making it sound easier than it actually is. It's a tough choice because if there were other options, then I would definitely do it differently. But I think that as far as the Jedi Starfighter goes, JAZZINC did one and it's great. It's it's to spec. It is exactly what they made for the movie. And the problem with that is that, you know, like Hayden Christensen didn't fit into that thing. Like they had to have like a cutout for his feet or some such. And they had to adjust it for that. But the thing is R2 is supposed to fit in the wing, right? But where does he go? Right? Like that's a thin wing. Where is his body? Where is R2's body in that fucking wing? Like they had to make it so like there was like maybe like a little dome for R2, so R2's there. But if you look at behind the scenes stuff, R2 is like halfway sticking out the bottom of that wing because he don't fit. So I imagine that maybe Hot Toys would be more interested in making some tweaks.
Okay.
You know, to fit an R2 unit to make it kind of make sense. So that's why I'm choosing to gift that rather than destroy it. As far as the Batmobile, Hot Toys, the reason that I gifted the Jedi Starfighter is the same reason that I'm destroying the Batmobile, because they do take those liberties. You know, like this is something that should be precise. It's why I don't have the Hot Toys Batmobile from '89, because it's just not right the way that they made it. So I feel like the Batmobile is just too important for someone to half-ass. Do it right or don't. Is kind of how I feel about it. But yeah.
How about you, Aaron? Aaron, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. There you go.
Oh, okay. My mic wasn't working. I'm gonna have to take the Batmobile out the trash, X-Men threw it in, and keep it. Because I have the 22 Batman, and I've always wanted the Batmobile, but I'm not paying those JAZZINC prices, and Hot Toys would probably be around like 800, 700. But they never came out with it. So, and if they do, I'll probably end up getting it. I'll give the N1 and destroy the Starfighter.
Oh, okay. All right. How about you, Eddie?
I don't think this is gonna go in the direction people who know me think it's gonna go in.
I mean, I'm thinking of one, but
yeah. I don't think it's going in that direction. I would keep. Well, shit. You know what? I would probably keep the Batmobile.
Okay,
I would.
Not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I would gift the N1, and I would destroy Anakin's Starfighter.
Oh wow! Okay.
And I would keep the Batmobile because even though I hate Pattinson as Batman, I do think in the suit he looked really good, and I think his acting was really good. And I don't think even arguably the best scene in this film is the Batmobile. Like when you hear it, the loudness in the theater, like when I saw it in IMAX, like the theater, how loud it was, the chase scene, like that was a sick scene. And him jumping through the fire and walking up to Penguin, like that was a dope scene, man. And this is a dope Batmobile. Like it's a really dope Batmobile. So
that would probably be Hot Toys. Probably wouldn't do the sound though.
I know the InArt one is sick because it has that, or not the InArt, the JAZZINC.
JAZZINC, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely. And lately, like I'm tending to lean towards Batman stuff in general in my collection. I don't know. Maybe it's because that's like probably what got me into pop culture in the first place as a kid was Keaton Batman, and then obviously the Clooney and Kilmer stuff that I love. Like that's so I just and then I like this. Like I love Snyderverse DC. Like I love it a lot. So, and I don't have like any crazy representation of Pattinson in my collection. I just have the McFarlane figure on the bike, which is enough for me, and that looks great. So I didn't need like a Hot Toy or the in art or anything. Like that's I'm one and done with that. So if he does the Batmobile, like I'm 100% getting that. So yeah, I'd probably, and then I think the N1 is cooler to me in Mandalorian. I think it just has more of a like that goes with the Mandalorian better than the Starfighter goes with Anakin. I know Anakin's a really good pilot, but for me, like Anakin is a Jedi and he fights with his lightsaber and stuff. So like, I don't need the Starfighter to go with him. So that's why I'd get rid of it. So yeah.
Feel the burn is surprised as well, Eddie.
I think most people would be.
Moose says, I keep the 22 Batmobile since I already own it. I'd gift the N1 because no one will make it now, not even Yos, and destroy the Hot Toys Starfighter. Pedro says, there's still a chance Hot Toys could do the Batman 2 Batmobile. And yeah, I mean, the movie's not going to come out till the end of 2026. But let's see. Adam, what would you do?
So I think most people know that I'm Star Wars first. And so for sure, I would keep the N1 Starfighter because I just thought that whole, the whole storyline of Din Djarin loses the Razor Crest, which I wish he never lost it, and I hope he gets a new one because that's a great ship. But he loses that, he's without a ship for a while, and then he goes back to Tatooine. And is it Peli Moto? She with the droids puts this together for him and for Grogu, and I thought that was a really cool storyline. How he got this Naboo Starfighter, so I think that's got to be kept. Now here's where the surprise comes in. Again, Star Wars first, but I'm going to gift the Batman 2022 Batmobile. I just after watching The Penguin last week, we went and rewatched The Batman, and just what a great movie that is. My ranking of that kind of has gone up a bit again after seeing it for a while. After having not seen it for a while, and that scene where where he's chasing the Penguin is a great one, and where there's the flames there, and Penguin's I got you, and Batmobile just flies through the flames. That's just so iconic. So I think you got to gift that. I would destroy the Jedi Starfighter because for me, Anakin, if there's any vehicle that's associated with Anakin as a character, I would think it's the pod race from episode 1, the pod racer. And to me, any other vehicle, as Eddie said, I associate lightsaber duels with Anakin. So any vehicle I associate, it's only the pod racer, and any other vehicle I associate a TIE fighter, and that's with Darth Vader. So, I think it's. I mean, I like the scene. I do like the intro to Episode 3, where him and Obi-Wan are attacking General Grievous's ship. It's not, it's not iconic, I'll say.
Okay. Any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to the next segment here, which I believe might be the last one? I think it is. Just very quickly for me. Yeah, I'm also a Star Wars guy, right? So I like Star Wars. The ships and the vehicles, I didn't really care too much outside of the original trilogy. Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, stuff like that. So these I don't really care too much for. So I would, even this one, even the N1, I never really cared too much for it. So I would say I would destroy this, and I would gift the Jedi Starfighter. And I'm a Batman guy, so I want this. I do want this. I couldn't really do the JAZZINC pricing So that's why I didn't try to get the 2022 Batmobile, but I would like Hot Toys to still make this. There's still the issue with space, so that might still be an issue with me, but this is the one that I would keep. So that was those were my choices there. All right, so thank you guys for playing this game here. Keep, gift, or destroy. So now let's move on to the Resistance talk, right? And it'd be cool if they announce one tonight, but we'll see. So they teased this a few days ago, and a lot of you guys have already been talking about this because it was exciting, right? There was a lot of question as to would they actually do this? Would they just skip this out and not do it? Did not have the license for it or the likeness or whatever. So yeah, they're teasing this. To me, this shows that they're doing it, and it seems like soon. I mean, I think the Facebook post, I think it says that they're coming soon. So I guess we could expect these to come. I'm assuming probably this year, hopefully tonight. But I would think that they'll at least announce one this year before the year ends. I know a lot of you guys have been talking about these figures because, like I said, it's a big deal. So what I'm gonna do before I get your actual thoughts on which figures you would like, which a lot of people have already done, I have the Blind as a Bat game, which I played with you guys before. I'm not sure, Aaron, if you played this before, but let me just play this little clip, and I'll give you the little rules in just a bit here. But let me just play this real quick.
What am I?
Please! You're as blind as a bat!
Exactly.
All right, so Blind as a Bat. So this is a game that I started. I haven't played it that many times. I think this might be maybe like the 4th time that I played it since I started this show back in January. So what we do here, this one is going to be a little different than the other ones because this one specifically, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the version of that, even though Deadpool and Wolverine are not involved in this, but they are the Resistance characters there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show us a screen here. Let me go ahead and show it now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 of you guys. So I'm going to, not yet, but I'm going to ask you to choose a number, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. The next image, there'll be a character behind it. So whatever character you get is the one that you're going to theorize, or maybe something that you would do when it comes to the accessories of that character, of that figure, and any diorama base that goes with that particular figure. So like I said, you could either theorize it as to what you think we'll see, or just some that you would like, or both, whatever the case. So it's going to take a little bit of your creativity side, and we'll see how this goes here. Any questions on how this goes? Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys, let's see. So the one who got the figure price right gained the most, or who got it correctly the most, will start. And I think it was Adam. So Adam, what number are you going to pick?
I'll go with number 1.
Okay, and the next one was, I believe it was Eddie. Eddie, what's your number?
Wow. Which one did you pick, Adam? 2?
He picked 1.
Oh, 1.
Okay, I'll go with 4.
Okay, and then we have Aaron.
2.
2. Okay. And the next one you're left, sadly. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a good thing. With 3.
We'll see.
All right, so let's see. Here we go here. Let's see. Yoma says there are 206 bones in the human body, 207 once I saw this Resistance teaser. So there you go, reference from the movie there. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got Adam. So he got X-23.
Oh, I should have won 3. Oh my god.
Aaron got Elektra. Eddie got Blade. And X-Men got Gambit. So here we go. So like I said, this is kind of like where creativity comes in. So what accessories would you like of the character that you got, or what accessories do you think we'll see when Hot Toys announces these characters? Hopefully tonight, or hopefully this year. So let's start with Adam. So you got X-23. So what would you say about the accessories of X-23?
Well, it's definitely going to come with a pair of the sunglasses. And obviously, you know, removable claws. The base, I probably think it's just going to come with your standard crotch grabber with, you know, the hexagon, Marvel hexagon. I don't think they're going to go too crazy with that. I probably think it's going to be a pretty straightforward figure. The sunglasses, you know, the outfit, the removable claws, and a hexagon, you know, whatever Deadpool and Wolverine hexagon base that they have.
Do you think it'll have like rooted hair, or like an artisan version of this?
No.
Okay. And the diorama base, you just said like a regular basic base, right?
Yeah, I think so.
For the X-23, yeah. Let's see. Pedro says, I really hope the females have rooted hair. And X-23 can also have a Juggernaut's helmet and a backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The backpack. Yeah, definitely the backpack there, right? Let's throw it to X-Man. So what would be your what would be the accessories that you would like, and the ones that you think we'll actually see?
Well, let's see.
So you got
Gambit. I feel like I would expect them to do at least 2 versions of his staff. One would be the clear pink plastic, because it's all lit up. You know, he's got the kinetic energy going there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one would be just, you know, the regular, you know, color. I don't know if it would be good or bad to have the regular colored one extendable, or if maybe they should do an additional, like one that's collapsed and then one that's just fixed extended. But I feel like it'd be nice to have both options. I would like to do that. As far as other stuff, they won't do it. At least I don't think they would do it, the way they act about things sometimes. But I would love for him to have a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was all his liquor that Wolverine was drinking up. Of course, you know, you're going to have a deck of cards.
Of course.
You can't have Gambit not have cards.
Watch them not do it.
That would be wouldn't that be some dumb shit? They're gonna make the coat out of pleather.
Yeah.
And I really want them to make a leather coat. That needs to be a leather coat. We need to stop dicking around with this pleather bullshit. I think that the coat should be leather for sure. God, what other accessories could he possibly even? Oh yes, a minion.
A minion.
Yep, he needs his dialect coach.
That's another license right there for the minions. How about
That's what I would like to have.
How about like a diorama base with this? Would it just be like a basic one, you think?
I don't think any of these are gonna. Yeah, they're gonna have basic. They're gonna have basic stands. They like doing those hexagonal stands. But I would like to see just like an environmental piece. You know, give them like Give him just like the sand, you know, and like maybe a piece of debris from the little courtyard there. But if I really want to shoot for the friggin' heavens here, how crazy would it be if they each had a larger diorama piece and it was like a build-a-figure kind of thing almost, where you had pieces of the Honda Odyssey, so you could line it up behind them. I know it's crazy, but that would be hilarious. I would love that. They won't do that, but I would love to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think they would do that. Pedro says also they should give Gambit switch out face plates, one with regular eyes and another with the purple eyes when he used his powers, or possibly the luminous eyes effect.
Oh yes, yes.
Let's see, and then he says also
Face plates would be good.
Also needs that Gambit smirk and not that Souls Hot Toys dead stare. Clay Martin says that's what I was thinking, connecting backgrounds like Harry Potter face. Yeah, that'd be cool for sure. All right, so let's move on to Eddie. So you got Blade. So what would you do with accessories, diorama base? What do you expect to see, but what would you like to see?
With accessories, I don't think he's going to come with that much, to be honest. I think that he's going to come with that sword that they teased, which is different than the sword that we're used to him having, more of like a machete kind of a sword. So for sure he'll come with that. Sunglasses, he'll come with the shades. I don't think he's going to come with switch out heads, but I would love to see either a teeth grinning sculpt or a yelling sculpt. A yelling sculpt preferably with the teeth, with the vampire teeth, but I don't think he's going to have either of them. And then the shades, like, they're not sculpted on. You could just swap them to either one.
Okay.
That would be nice. And then he may come with the bazooka that he fired from the minivan at one point.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's only going to be one blade.
All right.
I could see him coming with that accessory also, but other than that, he may come with some little daggers. Oh, and I think he did have guns in there. It was like an upgraded version of the guns we're used to seeing him with in Blade 1 and 2. He had some new guns, so I think he'll come with guns. But I'd love to see him come with even all the old accessories that we know him with, like the curved blades that he tosses, and then so maybe some of those stakes that he has on his arm, and some of that one that he uses in Blade 2, that like juice that makes the vampires blow up when he hits them with the blue needle stuff. And so I'd love to see him come with all of that stuff, and a trench coat, even though I don't think in this movie he ever had a trench coat. I feel like he needs a real leather trench coat. So
yeah. Let's see here. Feel the Burn says the bladed boomerang. Yeah, definitely. And then the last one, Mr. Aaron. So you got ELEKTRA.
It's all right. Yeah, ELEKTRA. Oh man, I wish I would have got Gambit. This is probably it's gonna be a basic figure, man. Hopefully, because Lady Deadpool had wool hair, right? And that wasn't an artisan.
Right.
So they could slip up and do the same thing, give her wool hair, and not have it artisan. But other than that, she's gonna have her basic outfit with her two little weapons, and that's pretty much it. What I would love to see is if they do the concept art version, because her outfit was way better in the concept art than in the actual film. But yeah, she's gonna have a regular base, and that's pretty much it. No diorama.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That would be cool if they would do a diorama, like you buy each one and then you build a big diorama having all of them.
Right, yeah, connecting.
Yeah.
So, all right, so all you guys went here. So, So now I have a few questions about this, about these resistance figures. So, which one do you think, if there was one that they would do artisan, which one do you think it would be? I'll start with Adam.
ELEKTRA, I think for sure.
You think ELEKTRA?
If they do an artisan one, yeah.
How about you, Dave?
I think that ELEKTRA's a good candidate, and of course, like the ladies are always going to be the candidates, right? Because they got all the hair. I mean, that's really the only thing artisan is at the end of the day is wool hair, and not even because like Aaron said, you know, Lady Pool, she's got it. It's just a ponytail, but hey, Beetlejuice, he's got 2 sculpts, both with wool hair, and he's not artisan. So, but I would hope to see X-23, but I think that either her or ELEKTRA or both would actually get it.
Okay. How about you, Aaron?
Like X-Men said, either X-23 or ELEKTRA will be artisans. I don't think they'll do Gambit or Blade. I don't even think any of these are going to be artisans. They might just do sculpted hair for all of them.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's more likely.
Come out with Nightpool, and he's the artisan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we have Pedro saying, do X-23 and ELEKTRA artisan, but make ELEKTRA limited, as she is the least popular. And then Clint Martin says, I think artisan really means hand-rooted. Lady Pool was wool hair, but not hand-rooted. I think Gambit is going to have rooted hair. And Feel the Burn says, Gambit could be artisan with leather coats. Eddie, how about you?
I know I'm in the minority, but I would probably want ELEKTRA. She's probably my number 1, honestly, on this list. And I would want her to be the artisan. I'm hoping they do make her artisan. I think they should both be artisan, X-23 and ELEKTRA, or at least give the option, because I don't.
Oh yeah.
They only gave the option with. Did they only give the option with Scarlet Witch? Did they give the option
with Wanda? Didn't
Wanda had the option. Joker had the option.
Joker
Jack
too.
had the option.
Jack had a sculpted version.
Oh, Jack did.
Jack Sparrow was weird because he had sculpted, but he also still had wool. They did like a combination of the two for the non-artisan versions, which is weird, but still kind of, I don't know, like. But yeah, a couple have had the options. Like Luke had the option, and Loki.
I think they should do both of them with the option to either one or the other, and then if you want the non-artisan and you don't have to get the limited one, then there you go. But I can't see Gambit being artisan. I know he has longer hair, and even if he was, he'd be 50-50 on whether or not you get a leather trench coat, because
they're not doing leather on any of the artisans.
Yeah, they're not doing leather on artisans. So
I wish they fucking would.
Because I want Blade to be leather too. He has leather pants on, I think. So.
Let's see. Brick says, I'd be shocked if any of these are artisan. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that none of these are. But I think if they were to do, it'll probably be one of them. Clinton says, wool dreads, but not rooted hair. Let's see. What if they did a 30-day window for rooted hair on the females? Let's see here. Hold on a second here. Oh, I just know. Oh, did Adam left, huh?
Yeah, we just lost Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so now I did do a poll. So I did do a poll here, and let's see what the results were for that. Let me see. I think Adam's maybe trying to come back. Let me just double check here. Hold on a second here. There you go. There you go, Adam.
About that. Yep.
There you go. Okay. I'm trying to find I thought I saw the results somewhere on here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So I did leave a poll. I think it was 27 votes. which Resistance figure are you most excited for? And we have Blade, 33%. ELEKTRA, I'm surprised about ELEKTRA, actually, 29%. X23, 29%. And Gambit, 7%. I'm surprised about that. I thought Gambit would be like the number one. But I'll just go through you guys real quick here. Which one are you most excited for when it comes to these announcements, or at least just in general? X-Men.
Are we talking about just the Resistance?
Yeah, just the Resistance, yeah.
Oh, yeah, X23 all the way. 100%. I've been wanting them to do a figure of her for I don't know how long.
Oh, yeah. How about you? Well, I know, Aaron, but what is it, Aaron?
Thought I'd make a name for myself here. Gambit.
Yeah, of course. Of course, Gambit. That was one of your fantasy figures. Eddie.
For me, it goes Elektra, Blade, X23, and then Gambit.
Damn.
I still want Gambit, but he's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. And then Mr. Adam.
Probably X23 for me. You know, the thing with these is I feel like you have to get all of them. Like, I mean, you could just get one or get two or get three, but
get three.
These are just so specific to this film. In some cases, the characters are in other than Gambit were obviously in other films, but you know, I feel like you have to, if you're gonna make a commitment on this one, you gotta kind of go all in, because you can definitely just get Deadpool, or you can just get Wolverine, or just get Deadpool and Wolverine and be done with it. And that's where I might be. But if you're gonna get one, then I think you gotta go all in. And I think these, I mean, I love this movie. When all these guys show up there, you know, this scene is such a fantastic scene. I just don't know. I just did, and I think why I got X'd out here, because I hit the wrong button. I went to Sideshow's website, and I just kind of double checked, like, all right, well, how much is Wolverine? How much is Deadpool? Because I have these on order, and then I estimated these are probably, the other characters are probably gonna be like $300 each before tax and shipping. So you're talking $1,200 for these four.
Yeah.
A minimum, I think. That's before tax and shipping, and that's estimated at $300 a piece. Do I want to be in for $1,200 for these four guys? Personally, I'm probably not going to be. But I think this, you know, I think they're going to be big. This is a tough one for me, guys, because I really love this movie. You know, I love when these characters come in, but this is why when I talked about earlier about not pre-ordering, I think I'm going to try to resist pre-ordering from now on, because I need to think about, there's so many other characters.
I'm right there.
You know, I got 9 pre-orders. I know there's figures coming out that I want. I want Jar Jar Binks. I want a Xenomorph.
Yeah.
So there's things that are going to be announced that I want, and you know, how am I going to feel like in a year from now when I go back and make sure I don't, you know, I mean, I can cancel the pre-order and lose my, but then I'll be losing, you know, my NRD, which, you know, $25 isn't a big deal, but if you multiply them by, you know, 10 or something, that starts adding up.
Right. Yeah, with these, they're kind of like I know the ones that I want for sure, and for me it's Blade, then Gambit, but then it's like I may need to get the other two.
The present toys Blade, so I just need X23.
Yeah, see, I don't have any Blade figures, and I would rather have, like, from the first film, but it's like that's not really an option for me right now. So it's like, well, I'm fine with the one from this film because it seems to be going to be available soon or be announced, and then I do want Gambit. So it's like, might as well just get this Blade and this Gambit. But now the other two, I don't have plans on getting them, but I may end up having to, because it needs to. They kind of need to be together. It would look kind of weird. And then
that's how they get
exactly. And then I don't even have a Deadpool, so I may have to get a Deadpool too. So that's like, that's 5 figures right there just on. Yeah. So So yeah, that's what's kind of like tricky.
That's not including like the other lines and all the other stuff.
Right,
Again,
right.
man.
Yeah, because I want the jungle predator, I want the xenomorph, like Adam said, I want Jar Jar. So yeah, it's crazy, it's craziness. But yeah. So so that's it here for these figures. I'm thinking they'll announce at least one of them by the end of the year. I'm guessing, but who knows? Because Hot Toys teases things, and we'll get that shit like months later, if at all. But I do think they are going to announce all of these though, eventually, somehow. But yeah, guys, any other thoughts on these? I know we've all talked about this everywhere, all these streams. A lot of you guys already talked about this, but any final thoughts before we move on? I think that was the last segment.
I think I could be convinced to get ELEKTRA. I think only because there's an alternate timeline in the comics where she and Wolverine have a daughter.
Oh, okay.
And I could make a crazy headcanon for that with these three. But I don't know, man. Like, ELEKTRA and Blade are very, very low on the list for me. Like, I'm getting my mutants, but I don't really necessarily need these two. But I want them in context of the movie. But
right
outside of that, I don't really need them. So I don't know.
Oh, and then the other thing that I mentioned on Copper Drop, which was always on their show. If I do get all these, then I'm gonna want a Cassandra Nova as well. So I mean, it just kind of starts this whole thing. So yeah. Let's see here.
And I might be the only one, but I wouldn't mind getting a Paradox either.
I think about him on occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He was fun. He was a fun character. I like him a lot.
Johnny Storm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm. That's right. Completely forgot about that. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
Cassandra Nova would be a cool figure because you could give her like multiple head sculpts of other characters with her hands coming through their freaking heads. That'd be really cool.
Oh, and that's
That would
like
be
the
really
thing. You got to be thinking about ahead here. Is like, all right, well, are they going to come out with nice pool? And I would get a nice pool. Are they going to come out with Peter Pool?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be interested in a Peter Pool.
Peter Pool is a day one.
Those
for
are
me.
figures that I'd want more than these for.
And of course, there's the Wolverine variants that we haven't even really. Well,
Yeah.
except
I definitely would want a John Byrne suit Wolverine. 100%.
Yeah.
So this could be crazy.
Absolutely.
This could be Ahsoka again here.
I'm the only
Easy.
one who wants Pyro.
I think so.
Probably.
I think I could do without Pyro.
Yeah.
I think he's cool, but I don't know if I would care for a
It's
figure.
just
of him.
I love.
Yeah, I think
X-Men
comparison is
number 2. So
I think
They
comparison
can
is
make
so good.
Cassandra Nova and a pyro accessory where she snapped his neck and then threw him like a doll through the portal.
yeah.
Yeah, so then I guess you'll need Pyro then, right? If you get Cassandra Nova as well. So we have Clint Martin says, I really like Channing as, I don't know if I read this or not, but I really like Channing as Gambit, but there are 2 Gambits out there right now that look like this. The only difference would be the head sculpt. And Field of Burn says, what if they use this Gambit for MCU in the X-Men? And I mean, yeah, that is a possibility because I know there's been like articles out there, reports that looks like Channing Tatum has always been excited about this character, has been wanting to do this for a long time. It looks like Ryan Reynolds is pushing for Marvel Studios to do something with him, right, moving forward. So that could be the case.
Wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, so I think that's it, guys. So that was it for Figures Talk. It's actually under 3 hours this time. So there you go. And watch something drops right now. Watch. Let's see. I don't see anything there, but so again, guys, thanks so much for joining here tonight on Figures Talk episode 31. So let me go ahead and plug your channels. I feel like I'm missing something, but if I remember, I'll bring it up. But let's start with Mr. One Adam 12. Now you did your review of David from The Lost Boys. I just saw that recently, and thank you for the shout out there. But what else do you have going on, or if you want to talk about the review that you did?
Yeah, it's a very solid figure. I was a little apprehensive in getting it because it was a sideshow and not a Hot Toys. Just, just the reputation that sideshow sometimes has. But it's a good figure if you are a fan of the Lost Boys like I am, one of my favorite films from the 80s. Then definitely worth picking up. So that's our most recent. But we put that up yesterday. And Emily does the unboxing, and I kept screwing up a line on this, and Emily kept correcting me what the line is. So it's, we kind of, the banter is pretty good on this one. Other than that, we have I think our next video probably should go up next weekend. If I don't get to it sooner, we went to the Albany, New York Comic-Con last week, and just editing that down and did a kind of a vlog going through the Comic-Con, talking to some of the writers and artists and some of the cosplayers and that sort of thing. Just a little something different. I didn't see any Hot Toys figures there, unfortunately, but I did get a 1/6 scale figure. I got a Kenner 1981 Raiders of the Lost Ark figure of Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's one of my first, probably my first actually 1/6 scale figures. So it was one I had when I was a kid, and I played the hell out of it, and lost the hat, lost the shirt, hell knows. So this was one of was in mint condition. Didn't have the box, but all the parts were there, and picked that up.
I thought it was funny when I was watching your review of this, Adam, that you guys were making me feel old, because you're talking about, you're explaining to your daughter about the VHSs, and I used to have to rewind. And then you'll get you'll get a late fee and Blockbuster, and I was like, damn, I feel so old, because your daughter was she seemed to have an idea of what it was, but she still didn't seem like it was something kind of new to her, like she hasn't heard about it.
Well, she was confusing it with, because we used to have we used to rent DVDs, and she was thinking I'm talking about a Redbox, and she kind of vaguely remembers Blockbuster, but I'm like, no, we're not talking about the DVDs. I'm talking about VHS videotapes.
Tapes, yeah.
I'm like, we never had a maybe down the basement, before we had a garage sale or something, but we never had a VHS player while you were a kid.
Oh yeah. But thank you so much, Adam, again for joining us, as always. Always appreciate your time and everything, so thank you so much there. Mr. X-Man Supreme, so like I said, you've been on all these streams lately, so you're going to be a high demand. I'm probably not going to be able to book you anymore moving forward, but what do you got going on there, Dave?
Oh man, just another week. I'm probably not going to be on any streams this week coming up. I'm going to be out of town the back half of the week working, so I'll probably still be jumping in on the chats, but I don't know if I'm going to be, maybe Sunday, maybe not, but I don't know if I'm going to be available for any streams this weekend coming up. Okay. But I'm just doing the thing. I still haven't put my mono cases together yet, and that'll probably be the following week that I'll do that. Maybe we'll do it then, but I still got to build the riser for it, so who knows. But other than that, yeah, just existing, being on social media some of the time, not really doing a whole lot. I don't have any figures coming in that I'm anticipating just yet, except for whatever hasn't been released yet by Sideshow or wherever I bought something that's already been released that's still waiting to come out.
Yeah.
But all that being said, it's really nice to get on with you guys. I've been meeting a lot of newer guys and getting to spend more time on the streams with some folks I don't normally get to. Like Aaron, it's good to see you, sir. Friggin' always awesome chopping it up with Eddie and Adam always. And again, thank you so much for having me. It's always great to be here.
Yeah, most definitely, Dave. Thank you so much again for joining us, doing the back-to-back streams. So thank you so much for always doing that. Eddie, what do you have going on?
I'll be on CW on Tuesday. And I think that's it for this week. Sunday again, I'll be on Ben's again. And I'll probably be back here if you're doing next week. I didn't hear if you said so or not, but
I'll tell you what's going on in a bit here.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So yeah, usually Sundays or Tuesdays. I haven't done nothing on my channel in a while. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Work's really crazy right now, and then with the holidays and everything, I'm running around. So like,
oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy.
I haven't done anything in a while, but I'll always be on Tuesday or sporadically on Sundays, either with you or Ben.
Okay.
But, yeah.
You're always welcome, Eddie. So I'll definitely would like to have you on, and I owe you that intro, so I'll be working on that. So thank you so much, there, Mr. Eddie Money Mendez, and then Aaron. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you have going on?
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. What I got coming? Say What Wednesday with the fellas. Friday, Miguel, Toy Quest, and back here with you on Sundays when I can. I should have the NR Superman. I'm just waiting on the invoice from Kit.
Oh yeah.
Money Mendez over there flexing it. It got me jealous. And Dalen Skull from shipping from Sideshow. Soon, probably this week, he'll be shipped out. And that's pretty much it for me.
All right. Well, again, like always,
nice streaming with you, X-Man, Eddie, and Adam, like always. Pleasure.
Yeah, like always, Aaron, thank you so much again for joining us. As always, I always appreciate you guys here. So, so for me, well, yesterday I did the Tarantino movie tier list. It's the first one. I'm kicking off a series of film directors, their movie tier lists, like Spielberg, working on a Spielberg one. In the future, Scorsese, James Cameron, Francis Ford Coppola, and so forth. You know, through the next few months, obviously it's not going to happen like back to back or anything like that because they're kind of time consuming. So that's what I have in the future. And then I have, of course, some, I want to do some Christmas stuff. So I want to kick off kind of like I did with Halloween, you know, kind of like whole Halloween thing themed with the channel. So I'll do some Christmas stuff. I'll do some like Christmas giveaways and stuff like that. We're thanking the subscribers, the viewers, followers, and stuff like that. And then some for the panel as well. So I'm planning some Christmas stuff in December. I will be out of town next Sunday, so I won't be doing any streams next weekend at all. Saturday or Sunday is going to be a busy week for me. So the plan is to come back, I think the following weekends, which I think is Thanksgiving week, but I'll give you guys more updates, you know, information on social media like I always do. But I think that's it. Again, Canon Council for tonight, episode 31. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Like always, everyone who watched this live, especially from the beginning. I know there's quite a few of you in there who did. Really appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, I always appreciate that as well. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. Again, to help us the algorithm and stuff like that. Aunt Jemima saying good night, guys. Thank you so much there for being here. Aunt Jemima and everyone else here. Feel the Burn, Clint Martin, Brick, all of you guys. Really appreciate it there. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so very much. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time.